Thank you again so much for coming out. We'll be in touch, okay? Yeah. Norma, you're early.
Hi, Henry.
Don't mind her. She was just leaving. I have a meeting in a few, but if you follow me this way, we'll get everything going, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, shoes off, please.
Yeah.
Oh, you're blessed.
What?
Holy socks. No.
Deeply powerful and unnerving, especially at the time that we're at. Right from the beginning, I said, isn't this apt? And we haven't gone too far from it, have we? I think the nefarious intervention from institutions, especially for people of color, was gave me the chills. It's really difficult to watch, but I think imperative to watch, so that we don't allow things to go that far. Because where there's money to be made, people will find that. I thought the stork analogy was brilliant. What a striking analogy and image and falsity that we carry on of the stork eating their young if there's not enough resources. How fitting for America, how fitting for the world we're in today. But we use that as something sweet and pure of an image. Deep and grounded performances, my goodness. Great casting and great performances that really helped this resonate for me.
Goes beyond the Roe versus Wade world. In a time that it has become illegal to have abortions in certain places and having to get the approval of that. This definitely shows the experience that some people face and the different situations that can come to find the need. This leading character that we end up getting introduced to, she comes with this need of wanting to have some financial stability, so she decides to become a surrogate for an individual. And she follows the rules, knowing the risk that her body might not be able to sustain this pregnancy. She's knowing the risk, but hoping to reap the financial reward with taking this situation. Only to find a couple months into it where she has since been with child, for him to get a job promotion and try to back out. And then throughout the experience, she gets disapproved for having an abortion, even though that she is at risk for her life post pregnancy. It's definitely emotionally engaging. It definitely hits anyone who has any realization of the effects of this matter, as being someone who can identify as female. Living in this world has definitely had its own new layer of complications post the taketh away of Roe versus Wade and having basically women's rights being attacked.
This film seemed to capture a side of abortion that people don't want to talk about, and that a lot of times girls feel like it's not really a choice. It's just a situation they find themselves in. It's one of those things where it goes through a couple of different stories. This guy at the beginning, the surrogate, he kind of needs to be punched in the face and thrown in jail for what he did. It should be a crime that you take advantage like that and then cut him off, because he was talking about a human being. It's not just a plaything, something to build a family. But it shows that there's men. You meet all these different women, and it's men putting them in these circumstances. It's not where the women feel like they have no other choice. This surrogate guy, he cut off her medical care, which is criminal, or should be. It's quite cruel what these girls are in, and it kind of advocates that they need a bigger support system. So when you talk about abortion being a choice, maybe it could actually be one, because they'd have other options to fall back on. instead of feeling like they have no other choice. And that's kind of what I got from this film. It's like there is no other choice because these girls are in desperate situations where they feel like it. Like one girl said, it's because her boyfriend will leave her, and maybe the best option would be to let him leave her, but she's afraid of that. It's kind of goes that women are using their own fears rather than thinking things through because they're being emotionally manipulated by themselves and by the other people in their lives, where there's not someone to say stop and be that support system for them that they might really, really need.
Interesting, terrifying story of a dystopian reality happening right now. Women's fate dictated by courts and public opinion. I love the intricate script involving deep, obscure interests and the quintessential bird, the concept of what it means to be pregnant, happily pregnant, and waiting for that to arrive. The performances are amazing, as well as their locations. I thought they have a very clever use of the name Elena.
It took a very sensitive but also even hot button topic and treated it very thoughtfully and delicately, but also with an absolute sort of sense of just groundedness and authenticity. It felt just real and it's kind of visceral, but also just heart wrenching too. Really well done. I really appreciate the effort and also just great writing and performances. Really, it just brought this one all together.
It's just like a short film that kind of like social criticizing, like at some point, but it also like showing like the emotional like effect on like those women's and like the aftermath like to deal with their husbands, with their family as well. So it's kind of hard to like to see that like the real truth from this short film. So I would say it's well done, and with everything, the characters, the performances, setting, like all good.